something is hiding inside the Great Pyramid. Not behind it, not beneath it, inside the stone itself. In spaces no human has entered for thousands of years. Egyptologists have studied this structure for over 2 centuries. They mapped the known chambers. They cataloged the passages. And yet, as recently as 2017, scientists confirmed what many had quietly suspected. There are voids inside the pyramid that nobody can explain. The Great Pyramid of Giza currently stands roughly 138 meters tall, several meters shorter than when it was first completed. It contains an estimated 2.3 million stone blocks. Some weigh over 80 tons. For most of history, scholars assumed they knew what lay inside. 3 chambers, a few corridors, a grand gallery. But that assumption started cracking the moment modern technology was turned on the structure. In 2015, an international research team launched the ScanPyramids project. Their goal was to peer inside ancient Egyptian monuments using non-invasive methods. They used muon tomography, a technique that tracks cosmic ray particles passing through dense matter. Muons are absorbed differently depending on what they encounter. Dense rock stops more of them. Empty space lets more through. The readings were unambiguous. There was something there, something large, and something hidden. The team published their findings in 2017 Inches, the journal Nature. Above the Grand Gallery, they had detected a previously unknown void. It measures at least 30 meters in length. That's roughly the length of a large passenger aircraft fuselage. Nobody had documented it, nobody had mapped it, and nobody yet knows what it contains. This leads us to a startling conclusion. The most studied ancient monument on Earth held a major structural secret undetected for millennia. But the question isn't just what is inside, it's why that space exists at all. And that is far more complicated than it first appears. The known internal layout of the pyramid is already unusual. Most Egyptian pyramids were built with a single burial chamber. The Great Pyramid has 3. The lowest is carved into the bedrock beneath the structure. The second is called the Queen's Chamber, despite no queen ever being documented there. The third, the King's Chamber, sits higher and is lined with red granite. It contains a large stone sarcophagus. No mummy has ever been found inside it. These chambers connect through a network of passages. The Grand Gallery is the most remarkable, a corbelled hallway, nearly 9 meters tall and 47 meters long. Its engineering is extraordinary. Its precision is almost unsettling, and yet the newly detected void sits directly above it, suggesting the structure is even less understood than the passages below. The void's exact dimensions remain unclear. Current methods cannot determine whether it is one large chamber or a series of smaller spaces. Researchers cannot confirm whether it connects to any known passage. It sits there, sealed, silent, completely inaccessible, without disturbing the structure itself. It makes one wonder if the intent was far more deliberate than we assumed, whether the builders created spaces not meant to be entered again, not forgotten, but intentionally sealed. The granite blocks in the King's Chamber were quarried at Aswan over 800 kilometers away. Moving them required logistics difficult to comprehend even today. Above the King's Chamber sit 5 compartments known as relieving chambers designed to distribute the enormous weight pressing down from above. Egyptologist Flinders Petrie first measured the King's Chamber in the 1880s. His measurements revealed cracks in the granite ceiling, believed to have formed during an ancient earthquake. Yet the chamber held. The engineering had anticipated that failure and built redundancy into the design. The ScanPyramids team also detected thermal anomalies along the pyramid's north face, unexplained variations that suggest the internal structure may be more complex than any current map shows. And that raises a difficult question about what else may still be undetected. Here is where the evidence becomes genuinely hard to interpret. The relieving chambers above the king's chamber contain graffiti, the only inscriptions found inside the entire pyramid. They reference Khufu, the pharaoh for whom the structure was built. This is the primary evidence connecting the pyramid to his reign. But the newly detected void sits in a region no researcher has ever accessed. If it contains anything at all, what we think we know about this structure could change considerably. This is perhaps the most chilling realization of all. The most examined monument in human history may still be concealing something fundamental, and we have not yet found a way inside. Current proposals involve miniaturized robots entering through microbore holes. The technology exists. Preservation debates are ongoing. Egyptian authorities must approve any invasive procedure. And as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, those decisions carry real weight, which means the void may remain sealed longer than anyone is comfortable admitting. What the void contains remains genuinely unknown. It could be a structural feature, an intentional empty space for weight distribution, or something else entirely. The evidence remains inconclusive, yet it suggests the builders made choices no current theory can fully explain. 4,500 years of silence, and somewhere above the Grand Gallery, something waits. What do you think is hidden in that sealed space? And do you believe it was always meant to stay that way?